Lake Skinatati, Tati, and about to, there's a beach over there, about to head up. Got a good climb up here. We're going up to Bald Rocks Shelter. We're gonna go over Camp Mountain. We're gonna go through Times Square, Ship Rock. Tomorrow there's Bowling Rocks, and there's supposed to be all sorts of great views on this hike. It's supposed to be one of the best. The lot was pretty full with day hikers. Some of the roads are closed, but some are open, and some lots are open. So I found one. Actually, my friend Mountain Hopper had just done this loop like yesterday because he's local, I think. So I saw that and I'm like, yo, I'm going there. Where should I, what's a good loop? What's open? So anyway, he sent me a couple, and this one was already one I was looking at, but didn't know I could access from here. I thought I had to go down that closed road for a few miles or walk that. So I'm really relieved that I can get up here. It's not big on miles, maybe 3. I can extend it to 4.5 right now for today if I want. Tomorrow I got to be back at work at 11:30. It's about an hour drive. I want to get home at 11 so I can shower. So probably want to get off trail by 9:45 to be safe. So I'm a pretty early riser. It's only like 2.5 out. So that's the plan, like 3 to 4.5 to the shelter, depending on my mood. I kind of just want to have a nice little walk and hang out at camp and enjoy myself on the top of a mountain. But we'll see. If I cover the miles real quick, I'll go a little farther today. Anyway, I'm really excited. Thanks for coming along. I'll stop yapping and show you the good stuff, although it's already happening. There really is something so beautiful about this park. I loved when we came through here on the AT. You have these big grassy fields surrounded by boulders, and there's one of the lakes down there. Yeah, look at that, just beautiful. I did a solo, hold on. I did a solo hike here in 2015 over the Timp and West Mountain, Cat's Elbow. It was like a July 2015, I think, around there. My wife had hurt her knee and couldn't go backpacking, so got her blessing like today to just go. So that was tough. I almost got super dehydrated on that. My GPS watch stopped working. It was still a super fun hike, but I literally crawled into that shelter and there's no water. So I had to pack a ton up there. It was still worth it. Anyway, that lot is closed and I'm all about the new terrain. Amazing. All right. It's funny, I was going to say this reminds me of the Regicides Trail, but then I was laughing because I remembered when I was on the Regicides Trail, I said it reminded me of Harriman. Beautiful day, just passed about 15 hikers. That's one of the only trailheads that's open, so makes sense. One trail goes down to the rocks where people were sitting, and then the other one goes up the mountain, which is what I'm doing. Everyone was wearing masks except for one father and his little baby daughter. So that's good. And this is my buff. I pull this down, as you've seen in my videos, when I approach someone and use it as a mask. Anyway, I know it's not N95, but I feel it does the trick. So anyway, there's a good crowd here, so maybe there'll be somebody at the shelter. I'm happy to be alone, but you know, it's fun sometimes too to have other people there. Just kind of, you feel like you're all in a special spot together. Apart, of course, but you know. All right, I'll stop babbling again. Gorgeous. Crossed a couple of streams, so I'm hopeful that means that it's a good amount of water. I read that there might be a little gully with water below the shelter. If not, there's one a quarter mile to the east. I do have 2 liters in my pack and half a liter I'm working on now. But, you know, at the very least, I want to refill up in the morning. So if it's not at the shelter, then I'll get it that quarter mile east, which is on my way back. Oh man, I missed the trail. This is making me think too of my buddies in Georgia. I've been thinking a lot about them that I met in February. Can't wait till I can go back there and finish Georgia. That's a tough state, man. I know why so many people quit right at the beginning. All right, people. All right, this spot is called Times Square, and that's because it's a 5-way intersection. And I already somehow got off my red and white dot back there, but it's only like 50 yards. Huh. Times Square. Love it. Love it. All right, so I'm gonna look at my map and make sure I'm going the right way. Oh, Ramapo, Dunderberg. That is what we want. The red. God, I brought 2 battery chargers for this overnight because this park is just gorgeous. I haven't seen a part of it I didn't like, except maybe a parking lot that wasn't clean. All right, I gotta focus, but wow, look at this. I think I go up that, climbing up that hill. Hold on, I gotta get a picture. All right, this is where it starts getting scenic. I mean, all that other stuff was scenic too, but supposedly gonna be walking along those ridges, these rock faces for a while, and my shelter is called Bald Rocks, so I imagine it'll look a lot like this. That little climb got my blood pumping. All right, gonna climb. I'm sorry, this is just too beautiful. I came from down there, came up around and up here, and this looks like it's probably the summit. I am glad that I'm not doing this when it's wet. I hope my hike out tomorrow after the rain isn't going to be tons of stuff like this, because a lot less fun in the rain. All right, almost at the top. I think that's the summit up there. Hogan Camp Mountain. Oh yeah, okay. I hear voices. Hold on. Look at that. We're same height as Bear Mountain here, about 1330. Yeah, so I was gonna do, if you can see the fire tower over there, or it's over there, that's the Jackie Jones fire tower. I was gonna do that section. The mountain next to it is called Big Hill, but everyone said this is more scenic, and so far I believe it. This is that famous tree that I gotta paint this thing. Wow, I'll get a picture of that by itself. All right, oh man, I have a feeling I'm gonna be using a lot of battery in this hike. Oh, look at my hair. And this beauty just goes on for miles, miles and miles. Not that I've gone miles since the last ledge, but look at that. Man, oh man, I'm grateful. I am grateful. Saw what you take walking on the moon. I hope my legs don't break walking on the moon. Walking on the moon. Okay, we are on the last stretch here of the shelter. I'm actually going to go a little bit past it. I think actually the shelter is down there. I just want to go to the summit up here. It's supposed to be a view up here on Black Rock or Bald Rock. Sorry, it's a Black Rock, so including near where I live. So that's probably why I got it confused. But I want to check out this view, summit this thing, then I'll go back down to the shelter. I think I'm only going like a quarter of a mile, but I just gotta go up all this rock. Of course, which is fun because it's dry. Wow, look at those mountains. But I definitely think someone's at the shelter because I'm pretty sure I smell a campfire. So hopefully they're nice and respectful of distance and quiet at night. Although, to be honest, I don't sleep very well on the trail. So it's not like they're really gonna keep me awake. They wake me up, I'll just go pee. All right, okay, there's the shelter right there. This really reminds me of Fingerboard. We're only like 5 miles from there, but the hike was just like this. And ooh, here comes a backpacker. Cool. All right, I'm gonna put my mask up. We're going, but wow, look at that mountain over there. Can you see it? Catskills maybe, or Gunks? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna just go up to the top here. I think this is where the view is, so I can see Lake Sebago and some of the other lakes. And then I'm gonna turn around and go back down to that shelter. I mean, a little tired. Haven't been out with my full pack and since Georgia. But man, is this worth it? So yeah, I'm just gonna go up here. It's a little bit of climbing, but you can see it's all pretty negotiable, manageable, and see the view, and I'll show it. How cool is this? That is a spot. All right, here I am on top of this mountain. I think it's Black Rock or... Okay. Wow. 360 degrees. God, I love this park. I'm still trying to figure out what that mountain is. I busted out my peak visor and I got some shots, but I can't read it without zooming in real close because my eyes suck now. Oh, they said you could see another lake. I think it's Sebago in there. There's 7 of them. That 7 Lakes Drive goes around. There's more than that, though, I think. Look at that. Clouds rolling in. I think that's the... Is that the fire tower again? No, that's a cell tower. All right, so I'm going to go back to the campsite. But a real quick, funny story. I somehow, when I was doing my last of my errands to get ready, I cut my side of my thumb. I'm not sure on what. Maybe something in the sink. It was pretty sore and bleeding pretty good. This is like, I literally had to get out of the car, go back inside, and clean it up and put a Band-Aid on it. So, but now it's fine. The Band-Aid fell off from sweat after about an hour, but it's stopped bleeding, and it's not deep. It was just, I don't know, sliced it on something. Look at this. Isn't this like the moon? I'll get a picture of this. I'll catch up with you at the campsite. Oh, I really thought someone was here, but maybe inside, or their tent is off to the side. You're supposed to stay 300 feet from the shelter. But I also don't want to sit in a bed of ticks, so let me find a spot. That's the trail, so that's not a good spot. I'm gonna look up there behind the shelter. I don't think that's quite 300 feet, but I don't know how you can do that here. I think they just want you to stay out of the shelter, so I'll do my best to get as far away as possible and get a good spot with a view. There. And I'd say that's pretty close to 300 feet away. It's pretty close to the trail. I think the trail is right here. I don't know. But firing, nice low grass, beautiful rock views, no brainer. Even if a few people pass by. Saw a sign for bears on the shelter. I do have bear awareness skills and bear experience. I hope they don't come into camp just because, you know, it's a little more excitement than I'm looking for. But we'll see. Actually, this is another spot. It's a little closer, more like, I don't know, 200 feet, 150 feet, but it's a little farther away from the trail. So yeah, and then I have a view right there. Yeah. Is there any other fire rings or campsites? A little too rocky. All right, I'm gonna do this one. Peace. All right, getting this sucker going. Got the bear bag set up on that tree back there. Camp is over here. Yeah. Hello. Shelter's up there. Wind's picking up. Supposed to rain tonight. But you know what? I ain't complaining. My trekking pole though, one of them is one of the joints is failing a little bit, so gotta fix that. I tried to fix it with my screwdriver, but it didn't work that well. So I might need to get a new one or get it replaced or fixed. I mean, all right, I'm gonna enjoy. Look at that. The sun is gonna set right over my fire. People, the good life. Yeah, that sun is gonna set right there. Hell yeah, did I pick a spot? Does it? This is exactly what I needed. I mean, look, I love this. Everything's nice and dry, so there's not a lot of big sticks, but all this little stuff around here is burning. I don't know how long this fire will go. I'll keep it going as long as I can. But it's definitely keeping the gnats away, who already got me a few times here. Let's see, where is it? Ow. Little yard sale over here. Yep, see, the sun's gonna set right over us. I cannot freaking wait. Look at that, isn't that a cool shot? With the flame and the fire pit behind my stove, water boiled cooked backpacker's pantry. The sun just came back out. It's almost, it feels like morning. I felt a raindrop and there was some storm clouds over here. I know it's coming, but And then look at that. Perfect. Come on, sunset over my tent. All right, I'm gonna eat this stuff before it gets cold. Just did a little journal entry. So, yeah, I got the fire going again so I can eat by it and keep it going until sunset. Look at this poor thing. Who would do that? Who would cut this tree? This is not something I think that was a threat to anyone, this tree, except someone that didn't have firewood. Hopefully, it looks like it's still doing okay, but I don't know how recently it's been cut. But I'm hoping all this stuff will grow and life will find a way, and that this is maybe part of it too over here. Anyway, no company tonight, which is fine. Let's keep it that way, bears included. I think I'm going to go up to the ridgeline in a minute and wait for the sunset. I'm just going to hang my bear bag. Maybe do a sketch. I don't know. Definitely getting closer to sunset here. It's not as dark as it looks. Hold on. Might just be where I'm standing. That's more what it looks like. But sun is going down. I was just doing a sketch. Nothing to write home about, but just reminds me of the experience, this one. I hear voices. Wonder if someone else came up for sunset. Oh, there's some wood I can bring back. Yeah, see, people could be right up there. That's a good spot for a sunset. Oh, there we go. Hell, that's where I should have camped, but no, I like my spot. I do. There you go. You can start to see some pink in some places. Was working on my sketch, and I got the fire going again. It's really helping with the bugs. But anyway, it's getting a little cloudy over there, so we may not get much more than this. But if it changes, be more vivid. It's a little orange over there, you can see it. I'll come back up. Yep, got this thing going again. I went up to the other campsite that I walked by, and there was all that wood. That stuff burns pretty quickly, that trunk stuff, but there's a bunch more up there, so I might go grab it. But I just realized sunset to the west. Tomorrow, oh, it's supposed to be rainy until 8. Okay, well, you never know. Maybe sunrise to the east. Here's hoping, but it's been good. And if I get no views tomorrow because of overcast still, like today was amazing, and I've only got, I don't know, 2.5 tomorrow to get back to my car so I can be at work by 11:30. All right, and I forgot my coffee, so I'll be hitting the trail a little earlier. Just not capturing the light. That's a little better, I guess. All right, getting pinker. Oh yeah. Now it's pink over there. It's not so much pink where it was before. To the west now, I see it to the south. See, there you go. It's better at that angle. So I'm gonna watch Hiker TV for a little bit, and then when it's dark, I'll get into my tent. Do you hear those? There's some vehicle noise, but listen to that. What is that? Some kind of weird bird at the lakes. I'll have to look that up. All right. I'm gonna get to the tent. Fire's about out. Maybe some kind of mating call. Oh, that's the worst I have to deal with. Tonight I'll take it. In the bag. Beautiful night. No rain yet. 55 maybe. Happy trails. See you in the morning. Two joggers just came through. Anyway, it's about 10 to 7. I packed up. I got up around, well, that weird bird or another one woke me up around 4. It was really loud right over my tent, but I love nature sounds. So anyway, I fell back to sleep around 4:45, woke up at 6. Forgot my coffee when I was packing, but there's a Dunkin' by the highway. Hopefully they're open, and I've only got about 2 1/4, I think, out of here. There's kind of a sunrise. Anyway, it rained pretty hard at times last night. My tent was really saggy, and I think that's because the pole wasn't holding it taut enough. So I'm gonna hold off on investigating further until I can test it at home with a working pole. It's also the most rain I've had in that tent, and those kinds of tents are a little bit more saggy in the rain. But anyway, I stayed dry. My pack had a cover on it under the vestibule, so everything is dry. I'm just having a little breakfast, and I'm gonna hike out of here. Good morning. All right, rocks are definitely wet and are gonna be slippery. So I try and film new views and stuff. That's a good one in this direction. Maybe this is where I heard voices last night. Because look. Okay, this is awesome. I'd say it's about 60, 65 now. Probably warm up pretty quick and take my raincoat off, but it's still drizzling a tiny bit. So that's why I hustled. All right, here's our turn onto Dunning Trail. And we are gonna take this for about a mile, 1.1 to the long path, which will be fun. I've crossed it on the AT, but I've never been on it. Oh, here come the joggers again. All right, gonna run. It is slippery, but if you go slow, it's not bad. It started raining again pretty good. It's calmed a little bit, but anyway, this is the creek that I would have filled up on if I was out of water. It's funny, I went over that ridge and then I came around and then I saw that, and I came all the way back down the yellow trail, and then I saw a trail going up right to my campsite. But that view was worth it. And I think I might have more. But anyway, I filled up with water right before camp, about a half mile. And that's enough to fill my bottle. It's just full now, and still fill it almost again. So, and seeing as I've only got 2 1/4 or 2.5 miles, not too worried. I camped up here. I don't know if This rain is so cool. Almost looks like it's a paved parking lot with boulders to keep cars from going certain directions, right? I was camped up there somewhere. All right, where's my next yellow? Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, gonna find this blaze. Okay, so I just realized, I remembered from the map, that last spot I just showed you with those big boulders everywhere there, those are called bowling rocks. So I'll go back and look at it and see if they look like it's like a bowling lane kind of thing, but I imagine they just mean that they're big rocks that look like they're on a bowling lane. Ooh, gonna go that way. Still raining. Not too bad though. It's funny, I used to hate the rain on hikes. I used to do everything I could to not go when it was raining. I mean, that's one thing if you're gonna have a big monsoon storm or dangerous storm you know about, but I was just picky. Anyway, after Georgia, I got over that quick. First 3 days were just nothing but water. You can go back and watch it if you look on my video channel here. You'll find it. There's 2 of them. It's days 1 through 3, that's all the rain. 4 through 6 was all cold as February should be. But yeah, you know, all part of the fun. I mean, I would still probably complain if it was pouring rain for day after day after day, because that does get old. It did in Georgia, and I had to go dry out. But I used to have no tolerance for it, and now, whatever. Look at this lovely little creek here. On the side of this mountain that I'm coming down, going around the shoulder. Really pretty. Ooh, I see some fog in the valley up ahead. That should be a good shot. Camp spot, which is on that ridge, and wow, look at that. You can see the clouds hanging in there. This reminds me of the New Jersey bit a little bit. Walking along the ridge like that. That's obviously one of the lakes. I think that's got to be Sabag. I think that's Sebago. I don't think the other one was that I saw yesterday. Unless, maybe that's what I was seeing from up on that hill to the left, because I was up on that hill. So yeah, that might be it. Pretty mellow trail. An old road, looks like. Jeep road, fire road. So pretty. So pretty. All right, hopefully they're not gonna make me climb. I'm nice and comfortable just strolling down this mountainside, but we'll see. Well, wrong again. That's Little Long Pond, because there was a trail I just passed that goes down to it. That's like a access trail to the pond. Goes down the side of the mountain. So I'm still probably about a quarter mile or a third of a mile to a long path. Also, I remember there was another rock I was supposed to look for called Ship Rock, like S-H-I-P. P. I'm trying to think if I saw it and didn't put 2 and 2 together because I wasn't thinking about it. So I'll go back and look where it was in the map and see if I can recollect later. But it's starting to warm up and dry up a little bit. So what's that, camp? Yeah, camp spot over there. Yeah, this is definitely an old road. We did not have to go over that mountain that went around. And I guess my only concern is the walk along the lake part, the last like quarter to half of a mile is along a lake, and I just hope that it's, you know, at least far enough in from the lake that it's not a swamp. I mean, I've got to change of shoes and I'm going home. It's not a big deal, but it's not very comfortable. That's why there's a road there. I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't know how much I can see or how much screwing around I want to do in here. I'll go to the top of this little hill and just see if I can see into the mine. I'm just really curious. I don't know where the entrance is. Maybe this was it right here. Oh yeah. Wow. Now that is cool. Let's see if we can hear the drops. Listen. So cool. So they probably, I don't know where the entrance is, probably over there, so they could drive like a thing into it, or they just dropped down into here, or had some kind of a ladder here. Oh, was that a bat or a bird? All right, well, anyway, that is good enough for me. Pole coming out of here. It could have been that it entered right into there, right down into there, or that other long tunnel or kind of narrow pathway along the edge there before we found the hole. It could have come in that way and then gone in there. Up on the long path intersection here, or actually I'm kind of on the yellow and blue for like a half of a tenth of a mile. Long path and done. But yeah, yellow goes off there, blue goes off here. I was hoping for a more exciting sign like the one off the AT, but whatever. This long path will take us down. Well, obviously this thing goes like all the way, it's a few hundred miles through New York. Goes from New York City, I think, all the way up to like the Catskills or the Adirondacks. Might be a fun long trail one day. Certainly close. I don't know how much fun the New York City part would be. I love New York, but I've been there a million times, and backpacking through it doesn't really sound that fun. Interesting maybe, but anyway. Yeah, so we're just gonna go down here. This is gonna take us down to Lake Sconati where I parked, take us around the edge of the lake. Those rocks I showed at the beginning of the video where people were sitting out on the lake is gonna go right by there, I imagine. I don't know, I think I have like 1.25 from here. I think with the route that I took to go back to RD and then to Yellow and then back instead of taking that shortcut, which I didn't even plan to in the first place, is going to make this closer to 2 3/4, but that's fine. It's mostly downhill. I had to do a little uphill there to the long trail, but nothing difficult. I mean, long path. So I'm just gonna take this down. Okay, lots of woodpeckers. Listen. He must have heard me. Come on, dude, do it. There he is. Oh, he's on to me. There's another one farther out. I love these laurel tunnels. A month from now, these will be going crazy with blooms. I'm gonna get one of these from my yard. I love these plants. Huh. I was trying to zoom in on that woodpecker. I don't know if we'll have to see if I succeeded. I don't really bring binoculars. I did it once and it's just not worth the wait. Buddy. This is a red eft. Another amazing rock wall. Some cool little spots up there. You could totally go right up in there if you needed shelter. I don't know if you'd want to climb all the way up. Depends what you describe as fun. But it looks like people have definitely tried to get up some of it. I don't know. Tons of great water sources on this route. I mean, maybe next time if I want to bring anyone up there, like family, this one's more gradual, not as steep. And there's a lot of water and places to stop for snacks and enjoy scenery. Alright, I'm going to turn this off while we talk. Okay, first views of the lake. Well, actually I saw something back there, but I'm not sure it's the same lake. There's a lot of them. At least 7. So I'm going to go around the perimeter. There's the rocks. Hard to tell what distance I have left. Maybe half a mile. I don't know. Thought this was just over 2, but I think it's going to be closer to 3. Which is good. I get more time. There's plenty of it right now. There's the road up there. Goes across near the bottom of the mountain that I came in on. You can definitely tell we're getting more to a lake kind of ecology here. That's so cool. So this little piece of land juts out. I think that, I don't know if the trail goes to that rock and then back or just goes over that way. All right, yeah, I'm just about back. I think this is where everybody was going. Or there's the rock I saw from the other side, so maybe they go down there and there's a trail that goes to the rock because they were all sitting out on the rock. And this rock here. Yeah, there's the parking lot. I see people, I see cars. Okay, it's weird. I thought I was farther still. But once I came around that corner and then looked at my map again, my topo, I realized I was right here. Yeah, look at all these spots down here. People clearly at least picnic. Saw a fire ring back there a bit. Not sure what the rules are, but great hike. Great hike. Sometimes all it takes is one night to readjust yourself. One night in the woods. All right, I'm gonna enjoy the last few steps by myself. Real quick, there's the path to the rocks. I think I see people out there on the rocks. Anyway, yeah, it just goes along the edge. All right, till we meet again.